Sorry, hold on, guys. I'm just playing around with this tablet and SteamYard, just seeing um, if I could do something, which I probably can't. I'm literally trying to play a video, but I'm not on my computer. So, can you guys hear me okay? Hello, hello. All right, it's saying it's working, so. Yeah, see, because I don't have a green screen, it doesn't work really well. But that's kind of cool that they have that feature there still. I'm just playing around with this tablet. Hey, Herb. Hey, Cindy. What are you guys doing? Man, I really wish I could share this video. Um, I'll wait for people to come on in. Yeah, I'm bored too. That's why I'm live. Let me see here. Sean Ryan, if you're not subscribed to Sean Ryan's channel, come on, nothing on YouTube to watch. Yeah, I get it. Um, Sean Ryan, this dude right here. Okay, if you're not following him, follow him. I wish I could play the video so you guys could hear it. Um, I don't know if I play it on my phone, it's gonna sound funny to you, but I'm just gonna play a couple minutes of it, and you let me know, is the sound terrible? It's bothering your ears? If so, I will try to see if I can get on the computer later tonight. Um, my daughter kind of uses it for gaming, so yeah. So I'm gonna just play this in a second. Make sure you guys hit the like button here. And again, get over to Sean Ryan, subscribe to his podcast, watch that video. Um, Sam Soar dropped some big information. Like I said, you must go watch this video. I will get you the link for the in the chat. I'm gonna copy it now and post it in the chat. Give me a second here. I just watch it on X because I don't know if YouTube took it down yet. So as far as I know, it's still on YouTube. Yeah, he's a former Navy SEAL guy. Yeah, dude, you gotta watch that video. Um, check it out. A lot of people are calling him a conspiracy theorist and that he's crazy, that he's off his rocker. Like, first of all, are we gonna trust the FBI? You know, just saying. Please excuse me for a second. I have partial herniated disc in my back, and it hurts again today. Let me see here now. All right, I'm gonna play some of this and let me know.
Sam Shoemate, welcome to the show, man. Appreciate it. Thank you. I'm nervous about this one. Yeah, me too. I'm really nervous about this one. So yesterday I come into work and our stuff's been exploding because of the Sarah Adams, Sarah Adams Scott Man Legend did an interview with Masood, kind of warning everybody about it's going to be a lot of terrorism here in 2025. Didn't take long. Jan 1, it hit. And, it's interesting. We couldn't get any mainstream media.
If I could get someone to join my panel and they share a link, they might be able to share it from their end. I don't know actually how that would work. Probably not. Probably it's best if I try to get on the computer. But let me know, was that sound terrible? Because I've been playing videos off my phone and I didn't ask before how the sound was. So I'll do it again one more time. Let me know.
Outlets to pay attention to those interviews, and nobody would really give Sarah a voice. Now everybody wants to give Sarah a voice because, oh, guess what? The fucking CIA targeter was actually right. Mainstream media gave her no attention. So that's been going crazy. I come in yesterday and for an interview, the first thing I do is talk to my producer, Jeremy, and he says that he's been in contact with you and that you had received some type of manifesto or email from the Green Beret that set off the car bomb at Trump Hotel in Las Vegas. Right? Jump in an interview and come out. My phone is blown up. Apparently CID, Army CID, which is, how would you describe it? It's like it's FBI light. Yeah. They are federal agents, but yeah, Army's FBI. Yeah. I get all these messages from these people that say CID is talking to.
Let me know in the chat. I can't tell you what it sounds like because I got this on. But I wish I can share the damn video with you guys, but it's not letting me. So I do apologize. Here. Thank you for hitting the likes. Appreciate it. Whoever's still there, please let me know. I'm gonna try to see here. I tried doing Steam Labs and the same thing. It won't let me at a media screen window, which means sharing videos. That's the link I shared for those who are just watching. But I can't. I mean, maybe if I. No, I don't think I could open X. It's not open. All right, Cindy. As I hear, is trying to figure out if I can do something with the tablet. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go see if my daughter's using the computer, okay? And I will be back. If I can get on the computer, sign in, and then sign off the tablet. And it shouldn't disconnect. If it does disconnect, just give me some time and I'll set up a new stream and start over. I really do want you guys to listen to this video, so I'm going to share it with you guys. Hey, Mayor, I'll wait till later on. Maybe later, like late, midnight, like maybe late, if I'm awake, and I will play the video. But let me know how the sound is since you guys are in the chat. How it sounded, and we could just listen to the audio. But again, you're listening to it feeding through my microphone, so probably doesn't sound very well. I could disconnect this, and you could listen to it through my phone, but I would have to hold it up.
Perfect. One other thing that I just wanted to say to the audience
So
is even though
make sure you get to Sean Ryan
from the
and
episode,
watch this.
You pass that, I believe you passed that email on to the FBI. Yes. We're also going to pass it on to our contacts at the FBI. It's very obvious that people know it. Like I said, the CID has been telling everybody. In fact, we talked to Jeremy, who's sitting over there, my producer, me, him, and my attorney, Tim Parlatore. We're up till about 10:30 last night, talking to the chief of staff. The Army Chief of Staff's POA took a major interest in this as well. And you know, one of the things.
So that's Sean Ryan. You can go on X. I shared the link. I think it's still on YouTube here. But if I go on later, it'll be later. Let me try really quick here. Maybe I could. Don't mind me. I'm gonna try something. Hello. Okay, so it's going through my sound now. So let's try see if this sounds better.
That he said, maybe I'll wait till later to bring that up. But I don't know. I don't trust any of these people. Public affairs officers are there to. I'll keep my mouth. Yeah, I'll create.
PAO is there to protect the command.
Yeah,
100%, nothing else. Yeah, they're not there to shed transparency on anything. They are there to protect the command.
Let's recreate what the story is. But you know what's interesting? Fuck it, I'm just gonna say it. You know what he said? He goes on the call. He said, "I didn't talk to him. I didn't want to talk to him." but so had them talk to him. He said, "Between me and you guys, this guy's this guy's DNA didn't match his son, and made it sound like it's some big secret. Then at 9:34 p.m., I think it was 9:34 p.m., the New York Post had a headline that said that so they're trying to make it sound like this guy did this because maybe he found out the son wasn't his, but there's a lot more to the story, as you'll find out. So, yeah. So let's go to you, Sam. Tell me how you got the email.
All right. So for context, I've run this account for
Is that annoying? Because we can just wait. Just see. I've seen other people do it before, but cheers, Ricky. See, if I had it downloaded to my tablet, then I could show it. Excuse me. Yeah, I think it would allow me to do that, but anyway. Put these back on. Damn, I swallowed that stupid candy. Making a pot of broth. That's cool. Excuse me. That sounds pretty good. Cilantro? Is that what you're saying? That sounds. Yeah, I know. And my I couldn't go today to get the tank full. Because my back hurt so bad this morning. And last night's stream, too, I was just so agitated and haven't slept in days. I finally fell asleep for a good 3 hours today. But by the time I got up, it was dark. So it's gonna freeze tonight. I have a 1800 watt or a 1500 watt, I think it is. I'll have to see. A little electric heater in here. And then Sarah has one that's 900 watts in her room. As long as she keeps her door closed, believe it or not, that little 900 watt heater keeps that room pretty warm. I do have electric fireplace that I can run at the same time. So only room that's really cold, I don't know, for some reason, would be the kitchen living room area, because I don't have the propane and the heat constantly running, because if I left that on, I would be filling that tank every week or less. You know. Yes, close what you are not using. Yeah. Well, I don't want to spend one more dollar, Herb, in this camper. I listed it for sale. So, because I got no way to get the truck off the property right now. I'm making ends meet just as it is right now with the financing that or what money I have now. I'm sure I'm not the only American across this country who is paycheck to paycheck or by your disability checks or whatever you get. I think we're all feeling it, right? We're all seeing it. I have a teenager that I feed, and I try to buy whole foods because I will not buy stuff that's bioengineered. I literally read the back labels before I buy things. There's some things I might bypass a little bit because my daughter will request for something that she likes, but I'm trying to get her off of those foods. And people want to know, like JFK said, why there's so much cancer and so much diabetes and other problems, and even heart problems, because heart problems leads to obesity, and all those things tie in together, clogged arteries and all that. Everything, all this is affected by the foods you eat, and we need to also get RFK Jr. to get these poisons out of these foods, like Red 40, the stuff that they put in your sodas, like Pepsi and stuff like that. What is it? Corn syrup. I remember one time my husband Tom, he used to drive for Conway, and he would tell me he would go to these plants where he used to pick up barrels. He used to drop off barrels of acid stuff, and it really is. It's like acid. And it's hazmat too, because he had his hazmat license, and he would tell me how they literally make the pop. He also told me, the Kool-Aid, that those little Kool-Aid packets you drink. He goes, back in the day, and I know this is true because I used to work at Burger King, and I saw the manager use it once before to clean the grease traps. They use Kool-Aid packets. I mean, think about that, and you put that in your body. I am very proud that Donald Trump picked RFK Jr. to be part of the administration of making America healthy again and going after these companies. And not just the food companies, but the pharmaceutical companies. But I do know this, that Trump's been surrounding himself with two-headed snakes. He needs to be careful. But I am all for RFK Jr. In fact, I would even support him as running for president in the future, as long as he sticks to the deal. Yeah. Oh, this camper came with, I literally lifted where I'm sleeping. It's like a bunk bed, and there's bunches of blankets underneath here stored from the old owner. So, yeah, we got plenty of blankets. I don't like the material of any of these blankets, but if I had to, if I was freezing, I would just put it on top of my other blanket. But we have heating pads too, so we should be okay. Hey, Bruce, good to see you. I had to return the heating hose because it didn't come with the part that I needed. And now it's I've been at Walmart, it's been a nightmare trying to get them to send the right hose and the right part that I'm trying to get off of Walmart.com, because there's this little part I have to buy to connect to my camper. I did a video on Facebook asking for help because I didn't understand it. And the very first hose I should have kept, that I bought at, I forgot what camping place, but I knew I could get it cheaper at Walmart, so. But we do have electric heaters now. We use. The propane heaters scare me. I didn't really think of it, but the cats. That's all they had to do is just knock it over, running on the camper floor, because they have the speedies, you call it, the zoomies, you call it, back and forth real fast, and the camper rocks when they do that. And I didn't want them tipping over the heater, God forbid, and start a fire. I didn't think of all that. I was really going to buy one at Royal King, because they had a one for $89, would have been perfect. And I get why people do use them though in their campers, because it's way cheaper than propane, the tanks. But yeah, some people are stocked up on that stuff. Those little tanks you buy at Walmart. I bought a whole caseload of Sterno wax and Sterno stoves. I bought a couple of those. I bought emergency first aid kit for my car and for to put in your backpack if you have to go somewhere right away. I was thinking about investing in like MREs and stuff for food. I think that's what you call them. Am I correct, people? Or am I having a brain fart moment? Make sure you guys drop a like. She's
For the
still
last 4.5
not on the
years. Or,
computer yet, but I know she said she wanted to get back on there, and that's fine. There's nothing else to do here at this campground, really. It's very boring. Unless you go for laps around the whole place. But it's getting cold, so I don't do that as much. My hair is a mess today. How's my lurkers doing? Always got spies watching too. My TikTok family. If you're over here, hello. I did some Facebook blocking because I had to figure it all out. It just hit me last night like a ton of bricks. So I blocked this person. I'm like, uh-huh, makes sense now. Anyway, I blocked this person. I blocked other people too because they're saying some crazy, insane things about Elon Musk and Trump and this visa bill stuff. And, it's like Lori Loomer. I even said a couple days ago when I was live that she needs to chill out. Do I like everything about Elon Musk? No. Do I agree with some of the things he says? Yes. Am I all for Twitter being independent source for information and honest information? Yes. The whole space thing, I'm not into that. I never really was. I don't know if you were into science when you were a kid and exploring and all that in space, but I was never really into that. I had a cheap telescope when I was a kid, but that's about it. But I think it would be kind of cool, though, to buy a telescope, especially if you live out in the country, God willing, nowhere near a highway. Please, Lord, make it happen. But yeah, I think it would be kind of cool to have a telescope, just so you can look at the stars at night. I know her. The biggest thing is the grocery thing. I pay more money because I don't want to eat stuff that's going to poison us. I mean, I could tell you all the times I was in and out of the hospital because of the boxed Kraft macaroni and cheese and the Coca-Colas and the Pepsis that I would drink. I mean, I used to get ulcers. And finally I met a nutritionist, and my sister Debbie knows nutrition very well. She took it in college. So I would ask her questions, look up stuff and information online too, and a nutritionist that I was seeing in New York, and yeah, a whole list of foods that can really affect your daily life. And you wonder why more than half of America has problems with their thyroid. It's because of the foods we're eating every day and putting into our bodies. There's all these natural supplements that you could start taking that I recommend. I could show you here in a second. You go to TikTok and you get them. Did I save it or not? But ashwagandha is a good one. I think it's lithizine is good. So Jamaican black castor oil right here. Okay, my husband took castor oil and silver bullet, I think it was called. Um, I'll have to look that up. And I think that was on InfoWars store. And I think you still can get it, but this stuff's supposed to be really good for you. No, I'm not going back to New York, bro. Do you know what Kathy Hogo's doing? Look, and you can get literally, see this right here? TikTok shop, baby. See, I can't wait to get a physical address. I can't be this damn campsite because I tried. I went through a nightmare trying to start getting paid by TikTok. But let's say if I would have bought this bottle and I had 1,000 views and people were buying this product, you can make money. There are so many people who are entrepreneurs right here in this country that use TikTok every day to provide for their family, and it works. That's why Donald Trump supports TikTok. And that's what I want to do. But I won't be able to buy expensive things like this, but I can definitely also just share and recommend. Um, but yeah, it's kind of like buying the product, testing it out, sharing the link, and people buy it. I have a friend that's helping me learn so many things about how she makes money, and she's making some good money. She made $20,000 just selling stuff and recommending. Like I said, sharing is caring. There's these cleansing pads too that have gone viral on TikTok, and it gets all these poisons and toxins out of your body because it's got ginger root, bamboo vinegar, and wormwood nail pet. I think that says here. Because my friend buys it, and her videos get like thousands of views. Are you having typo problems? Coconut oil is good for you. I hate T-Mobile. Are you guys on TikTok? And anybody on TikTok? Anybody go to TikTok at all? I mean, there's even antifungal soap stuff that I recommend. I saved it. I saved the video, but I'll have to go searching more for the video. I wish I would have saved the product. I could just show you it. But yeah, I mean, just go to TikTok, go to the shop, personal and beauty and personal care, and there's some pretty good styles. all kinds of stuff. It's kind of like it's been. I know it's a lot of China stuff. That's the bad part, but most of everything in our house, let's face it, is coming from China and outside the country. Do I want that to change? Yes, but that's literally going to take the entire House of Republicans to get their asses in gear and make American businesses again. I would never go back. I don't know why you can't. Oh, why does he? Four people told me to come back to New York, and I said no. You gonna buy the house for me? I'll come back. I'm kidding. Um, it's like a communist state. I would not go there. It's getting bad. They're even doing mask mandates here in Indiana. Because of the bird flu. I'm not on Rumble, so that's all I can say to that. Damn, I wish I would have saved those. I wish I would have saved these one things up for you guys. But I did not. Yeah. Do you know what they did in New York? They used to dress people in no everyday clothes, and they would walk around Walmart and kick people out if they refused not to put their mask up. Well, I happened to be on my phone, and I was actually on X, and I literally just pulled something up, and up came some amendments and laws, and I had to remind the people that our Constitution says that we don't have to comply, basically, and me to kiss their ass, so they can kiss my ass. They didn't kick me out. Um, the one time, the very first time, I had they tried that with me uh, at a different Walmart, but literally that's what they'll do. Like, do not comply. Actually, it'll be probably under and these ones are actually ashwagandha gummies right here. I don't like gummies. I actually gag. But Sour Patch Kids, for some reason, I could have those, but like stuff like this, I would gag. Um, but I think you can get it in a pill form. Again, TikTok shop. See all the stuff that's in it on the bag, if you could read it. And if you want the links for this stuff, just email me. But again, you can just go right to TikTok, look it up. You did. I wonder if you would order. I mean, they even got laundry soap here. I wonder if you order it, does it come directly from China? And if so, that would leave out the chemicals. You know what I mean? Because some people literally That's what they'll do. They'll order their food from outside the country. Right there. See, I take caffeine with this product, with that supplement, the Lythine. It's good for energy. Stop drinking those energy drinks. Between the Mountain Dew ones, the Monster ones, Red Bull, all that, you're literally being poisoned within. I'll probably get a strike for this, but I told you, I'm not the person to zip it and follow the little rules like a commie soldier. YouTube has been suppressing and silencing people for far too long. Yeah, but half the stuff in your house is from China. But some of the stuff doesn't come from China directly. You have to go into the information here. And sometimes you have to be careful, and there's a certified thing on each of the products to make sure it's the real stuff, because there are people here will try to scam you. That I forgot to mention that. So there's like a certified little stamp, I believe. Yeah. Good Lord. You're funny. Oh, my back. I shouldn't have did that. Sway like that. It runs right down my leg. And my husband used to have it really bad, but his would be like sometimes a fire poker, like a fire stick. Mine's more of a sharp pain, and it runs down my leg. I've I have a leave only here. I'm not taking ibuprofen anymore. Ibuprofen's very bad for you anyway. Uh, Adphenamine, just regular Tylenol, is just bad for you too, especially Tylenol. I know it's a sciatica. Uh, Someone recommended the chiropractor. I'm like, I just because of the neurofibromatosis and
Right.
possible osteoporosis, but I haven't gone to the orthopedic yet. But I've had multiple fractures. Um, I Flexeril works for me, but I can't take it during the day. That's what sucks about muscle relaxers. They work so well, but they make you so damn tired. I can't be tired during the day, and I don't want to sleep my life away. I've done enough of that. Trust me there. Um, when I was living in my bedroom, grieving over Tom and Anna. I don't like it. No, it just makes me too tired. But yeah, it definitely does work, but it makes me tired. And not always. When my back would go out in New York, I would be in the bed for days. Um, I'm glad I can walk around without having to hunch over like Hunchback Notre Dame. But it definitely hurts right now. I mean, I remember one time I was in PetSmart with Tom and we were dropping off Lucy, our English Springer Spaniel, and she was fully grown. And um, I was walking around the leash and Tom was um, signing some paperwork at the groomer to get ready to check in Lucy. And Lucy jumped up on me, right? And I don't know what I did, but my back went out, literally. And my husband comes out from the grooming room because PetSmart closes it off. You know, they have a grooming section and then the store. He literally like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, my back went out. Literally, he had to carry me out from the store because I couldn't even step a foot in front of my other foot because it was that bad. You know the feeling? Yeah. I think it also happens from old age. I'm getting a new primary. I don't trust the one here I have in Indiana that's on my insurance card. And I'm not getting into why anymore. But I don't trust them. Remember one time he came into my room, I mentioned something about blood transfusion and tried to get a hold of me. I'm like, what? I could have sworn those were words he used. Like, and then it was the wrong patient. Well, I think it's time for you to retire. Because I knew another doctor who would come in and give people test results, and then all of a sudden he was like, "Oh, what? I'm sorry, wrong patient." Um, yeah, but that's the problem today with these big insurance companies. We can get into that heavy conversation of why Medicaid and Medicare only cover certain doctors, and that are literally, if you use Google and wonder why they're only 3.2 stars doctors and not 5 or 6 stars. Because those doctors who got 5 or 6 stars up to 10 stars even uh, are your rich people doctors who will not take Medicaid and Medicare. I could really get into the whole Obamacare thing, but you would have to wait till I get on Rumble to have that conversation. I think we all know about the healthcare system is pretty messed up. And don't even get me started to the people who can't get health insurance because they don't have a home or an address or a social security card or a license. But he served in the army and he's a veteran, you know, and this is the case. But New York City and even the state of Indiana was taking hotels and closing them and filling them with illegals. Yeah. You know how many buses that sit in just a big parking lot somewhere just because they're retired buses? You know what we could do with that many buses? Turn little mini homes into them. It wouldn't take that much money. I mean, yeah, I would, but we could literally make homes, put new engines in them, or don't put engines in them and put them on a permanent spot. Because I see YouTube all the time, people buying school buses and turning them into homes. Think about how many homeless people homes we could give if people would just do things like that. And not just buses, you got storage containers, you know, the ones on the trains and trucks. Uh, you can take a barn, make it into a home. You could take a little shed and make it into a little tiny home. Problem solved. You know, no veteran should be sleeping on the streets when we're filling hotels with illegals. I think that's a problem. Yeah, I should have read reviews before I started selecting doctors, but it's a known thing. I mean, it's not just in the blue states; it's the red states too. Um, and Obamacare don't carry or pay for everything, especially dental and vision coverage. Don't even get me started on that nightmare because it's a whole nother topic of dental insurance. I found out that I could possibly sue the dentist in New York because I've had root canals and other things done on my teeth that to come to find out today that a lot of people shouldn't have had that done because it's caused so much damage. But I do have genetically my mom's and my sister's teeth, and they had very poor teeth too. So I don't know if I could even win on anything. But for those who do live in the state of New York and other states, there are lawsuits you can sign up for if you've had dental work. And you could read a list of the procedures that are on this lawsuit. Depo-Provera shots too. Let's get into that. I'm glad I put a stop to Sarah taking it well before we left New York because I found out then. But I wish I would have known then from the beginning. I wouldn't have let her been on it for over a year. And you can look up that too, and there's a lawsuit pending for that. It can cause brain tumors, headaches, migraines. I can't see how many likes there are. It's not showing me on SteamYard. I did the whole filing for the medical cannabis, and I'm not going to be staying here too much longer. But it's not that hard as it was when they first started applying long ago when it first came out when you can have medical marijuana. But they make it a lot easier, a much faster process than before. And that's because some states are recognizing it's okay to have medical because, just PTSD, the neurofibromatosis, and other stuff, and that it helps me with. It helps people that have glaucoma too. And how do I know that? Because I know a lady I follow on Facebook who uses it as glaucoma. I know people who have PTSD who use it. And some people condemn people for that, and that's on them, between them and God. If God is understanding, and it is natural, it is plant, and it comes from the ground, that's not the God that these people portray that he is, because that's not the loving God that I know. I've been on here many times, and Herb has been on here many times. We talked to you about salvation and grace. And if you don't know about salvation and grace, please ask any questions and forward them to Herbert. He's in the chat. He can answer you and give it simple. It's simple, just by a couple verses in the New Testament about salvation and grace. A lot of people are a part of these cults and religious cults and go to these churches that are man-made. And it's sad. I do want to have Bible studies again with her, but I have to be able to have the computer so I can share Robert Breaker videos or a video that her might recommend for that evening. So just give me some more time. Like I've been telling people on TikTok, I get people messaging me, when are you going to go live and do your music thing? When I get a room, I can have my computer and set it up. I will do that. Uh, my goal is to get to the storage unit, grab what I can, get to where I'm going, and you know, I'm going to be selling a lot of stuff because, like Herb said, can't take it to heaven, can't take anything to heaven with you. But I do want to go through some stuff because I do have pictures and mixed in with boxes everywhere. I kind of packed less than a month because I didn't really have that much time. I got the final date from my lawyer, and it really wasn't like a warning like 3 months ahead of time. So I packed so fast. Some of the boxes aren't even marked. Um, and then I have boxes that my sister Dawn was supposed to pick up that got mixed um, in. So, and I was really mad because I did call and ask for help for her to show up because she's really strong and she's helped me move so many times before. Yeah, I'll be by to pick up those boxes. I'm like, you have to pick, I can't just throw them in the dumpster, Dawn. You know what I mean? But yeah, I did throw out a lot of stuff that I couldn't fit in the truck. I cried about it, and I know it's just stuff, but like the whole box of my family movies. You know how long we collected those DVDs in that collection? You know how much money that box of those movies I could have made selling at a country fair or like a flea market? I could have made a lot of money. I was so mad. You could ask my daughter. I was cursing like a truck driver at the hotel. Hey, BP, good to see you. I couldn't grab all Anna's furniture. Sarah's furniture got left behind. It's just because it couldn't all fit in the budget truck. I really needed like a tractor trailer, uh big kind of truck to pull everything that I wanted to grab. But I'm glad because the storage unit it wouldn't have fitted too much more. But yeah, and that was a hard part. You know, I think I do have a link for that video of that night saying goodbye to the house and stuff. It was really hard, especially Anna's room. You know, when the house was empty, it echoed. Kind of reminded me the day we kind of moved in after the house was built. Yeah, first things first, absolutely. Definitely keeping my couch and my sofa, washer, dryer, stand up freezer because it's brand new. You could store food and God forbid you have to store food because you know what's coming biblically. Um, other stuff. Um, I'm not a lot of stuff. I'm not even gonna need, but I do have to go through some stuff because, like I said, some stuff is not marked. I do want all my studio stuff. I couldn't find it anywhere. Like my Apple computer electric cord. I could always buy a new one, but I don't want to have to buy a new one because that's just wasting money. I miss my Apple computer. Okay, I will. I agree. I can't just leave this camper here. So I got 7 weeks to sell this camper. I don't want to have to pay it to store it somewhere while it's for sale. That's the thing. Oh, please excuse me for smoking online, but it's legal for me and I'm not apologizing. In some states that they have Delta 9, a little bit different than Delta 8, but I've heard it's some dangerous things about it. So the best advice I can give to you is please get a medical, so you know what you're getting. I already have them there. Yeah. Yeah, I can't just leave it. This campground's filling up with campers because you got so many people working on the highway here and the roads here. A lot of these guys in, and you got traveling nurses, too. So, someone said, what about it like an Airbnb thing and just rent it out? But no one's going to pay more than what the rent is, and it wouldn't be profitable for me to do that. If I had a piece of land and had like my home on it, and the camper was functional, had sewer, electric, and water and all that, then you could. But I don't have land, not as of yet. But that's my goal. I don't need nothing big. A half an acre up an acre, because Lord knows I can't mow the grass because I don't have a lawnmower anymore, either one. I'm giving it to God. Let him handle it. I did do that. The manager, I shared with him, he did say he can pass the word around to some of these construction guys and stuff. So yeah, I'm hoping, Lord willing. Mike from TikTok goes, I never see you live anymore. Yeah, I know. Literally, if I did the DJ thing and the camper, it does echo. And I can't even dance or do anything. So, I know that sounds silly, but that's what my daughter Ann and I used to do. Just be silly and just listen to music. But I still have, here. That's where I'll have my TikTok shop set up on this channel. But I need a physical, actual address. Yes, I'm gonna go do that tomorrow. I can go buy that at Walmart for $1. I'm gonna buy 2 of them though, for the back and the front of the camper. I don't know why I didn't think of that. If Missy's watching, I love you. I forgot to say, share the link and see if she was up. I haven't had a Grand Mal Caesar in a very long time. because of the cannabis. There are people who have epilepsy far worse than me, who are seizure free now. They don't smoke, but they use the oil drops. And you can watch and you can hear their testimonies online, and they'll tell you it really helps. I will keep you guys informed. Trust me, on all platforms where I've made my friends and got my group of people. Um, I have faith in God that I will get, you know, what I want, my home and my little piece of land. I don't need nothing fancy. I had a beautiful home in New York. Um, I can't, I know I can't have the same again, but I just want a home that I don't have to spend hundreds and thousands of dollars refixing, putting in floors and lights. I don't want a home that's infested with bugs and rats and stuff like that. Because I am getting older and my kids aren't going to live with me forever. I got my son, Nate and Sarah, old enough pretty much to live on their own. And I want that for them. But if they want to live with me, I'm not going to kick them out. I will not turn my back on my children, no matter what. They can make 6, 7, 8 mistakes, 10 mistakes, 20, and they're still my children. They can say, Mom, I lost my faith. And I would still say, son or daughter, I love you. And that's the way a parent should be loving. And sometimes you got to let your children make mistakes so they can learn. And sometimes you got to share the mistakes that you made in your life and the things and decisions that you made so they can learn too. I've learned a lot just in this past couple of weeks of just like opening up and also listening. Listening is definitely important to your children. Without speaking, like just let them talk, and then you can share your input. But again, um, things have been a lot better for Sarah and me, and I want to thank you guys for your prayers and continue to keep praying for us and pray for her. Pray for my son. So what are you guys up to? I got someone from TikTok who was watching. He just messaged me, but he's got to get back to work. Thank you. You know, you know it. Thank you, Sam. You got to sign up to YouTube to be able to chat in the chat, though. I am actually not live on TikTok, guys, but I'm sharing the link of this link out to a couple people. I'm trying to see this. I want to read this to you guys. If you're hold on. damn. Alex Jones, I know we can't play his video, but he put out a tweet. How dare Elon Musk expose the biggest pedophile network on earth? Oh my gosh. And people are losing their minds over the blue check thing. Because some people are setting to their settings on X where you can't reply to them unless you have a blue check. And some people are choosing, you don't have to have a blue check to reply to my comments. I'll allow everyone to. It's just a preference thing. But people are losing their shit again on Elon Musk. And I think these are the people who were never really Trumpers to begin with, because they're the same people who attack Elon Musk about the visa program, allowing people who come here legally to obtain a green card, especially if they're here for, doing good and they're not someone who's a threat to our country. Good night, Herb. Why did 158 Democrats vote to keep sex offenders in office? Back in September of 2024, the House passed a bill to deport undocumented immigrants of convicted sex offenders. Every single Republican and 51 Democrats voted in favor. Shockingly, 158 Democrats opposed it. Well, no surprise there. No more 1,000-page bills. We need to do single-handedly, take them to the floor, read it, vote on it. If it takes all night to read a bunch of them single-handedly and vote on it. And must be available on live streaming for the public at all times. No excuses no more, where sometimes it's buffering or they don't get a good connection, or YouTube doesn't share it out when they are live because YouTube suppresses it. Trust me. But a lot of people are just going to get their information on X because they got Grok now. Grok. You could literally type in a one word and it's like it could tell you everything. Like if you want to learn about Cybertrucks, just type in Cybertruck and literally instantly it will tell you about the Cybertruck. This whole Cybertruck thing, Las Vegas thing, like I said, this whole thing will blow your mind if you watch that video. If I'm up later, I'll get on the computer and share it, but you'll have to go to my Rumble channel. To watch it. Sean Ryan. Please follow him. I thought the cat was trying to fit under the door again. That's just Jasmine sticking her paw. Mabel tries to fit through the door, and it's so funny how she does it. And she can do it, but I try not to let her. I just open the door for her. It's amazing what cats can get into and crawl into and hide. I learned that very well when I was at the hotel with 3 cats. And mind you, Lily was just still a kitten, kind of. So she was smaller. She managed to get in between, like under the bed at the hotel, and I was like, "Oh, good Lord!" Good thing I just took food to for her to come out because I gave her a churu. It's a treat for cats. That's what it took to get the cats out every time I had to change hotels. Yeah, cats and hotels, they don't mix. I wish I could show funny cat videos. Remember we used to do that and have those nights where we just watch funny videos. And how about movie nights? I miss movie nights. We used to do them off the panel, movie nights. I could probably get a printout too. Put it on the bulletin board in there, but I think being on Craigslist helps too, which I did. I cried. I really didn't want to do this, but I can't take it anymore. I got to get out of Indiana. Well, the community stuff. I'll post some more stuff tomorrow. I've been really active for the past couple weeks, posting stuff, sharing it. Because sharing is caring. Remember that. But I love the responses and the conversations people are having with each other and seeing people get along. We'll have a troll who pops in once in a while, but yeah, please get active in my community posts. There's some great conversations and great replies and commenting, and that's what I like to see. They don't just have to comment while I'm live or comment on a video. I like the interaction on the community, and I appreciate it. Grateful. Thank you guys for all your prayers too, for the donations and the love that you given to me and my family. Since I left New York and as recently, I want to thank you. It bothers me that I can't share anything on this tablet, and all I can do is yep. Ricky Jarvis, do you remember him? I remember I shared that video he did at the Golden Globes. Remember, he never got invited back again. Now, I don't agree with everything about Ricky. He does have a little foul mouth, but he goes, "Hello and welcome to the 82 Golden Globe Awards. What a year it's been. Hundreds of entertainers jumped at a chance to go to the Vatican to meet the Pope. Listen, many from Hollywood. Obviously, they weren't content with the only hold on. I got a message coming in. I hate when that happens. Let me start over. Hello and welcome to the 82 Golden Globe Awards. This is Tim tweeting it out, okay? What a year it's been. Hundreds of entertainers jumped at the chance to go to the Vatican to meet the Pope, many from Hollywood. Obviously, they weren't content with only being part of the second biggest pedo ring in the world. And then he tweets out him picture in the bath on Saturday in the bath, wondering about what I would say if I was hosting the Golden Globes on Sunday. It's been pretty good year for some material. Okay. Truth hurts. That's why I'm laughing. I'm not laughing about the victims. My husband is a victim, but truth hurts. And he can say it on Twitter, or I'm not Twitter, X, I'm sorry, without being fear of being suppressed. It's the truth. The Fox Book of Martyrs. Go look it up on YouTube if you don't believe me. If Tom was sitting right next to me, he would tell you that. The Fox Book of Martyrs. Go look it up on YouTube. It's an audio. You can listen to it. Do you remember when the Pope came to America and the people all across the country came out to come see him like it was God or Jesus himself? Calling a priest a father. I remember when my grandfather put me in a Catholic school in middle school. I think it was just 1 year. I didn't even make it because I refused to call the father. I remember I would pass him in the halls. He goes, "You would address me as Father Bart." No, because you're not my father. I have an earthly father and my father in heaven. Uh, I got kicked out of that school because I didn't want to go to communion and all that. Something told me as a kid after I made my first communion, which I hardly even remember, because that's when my parents got divorced. I knew the church wasn't right. Something in my heart was telling me, you know. And now that I'm a full-grown adult and I understand it better, all these churches are man-made. Presbyterian, Lutheran, Catholic, even the non-denominational churches. God will come for his bride, the one true church. It doesn't have to be a steeple with the cross on top, or the mega $1 million churches like Joel Osteen. And shame on those pastors too. And God will judge all of them. Michael J. Fox, look at this. I don't know too much about Michael J. Fox, and you would have to give me information if I don't think he was on the Epstein's list, was he? Look, if so, someone let me know in the chat. But this was him getting an award today. And don't even get me started on the people who got the Presidential Medal Award today. George Soros and Hillary Clinton. Shut the front door. What? It was no wonder God struck lightning on the Capitol, and that was God saying, he's almost has had it.
How the reward is
That's the biggest award someone could receive. And they're giving it to Hillary Clinton and George Soros, Magic Johnson, Denzel Washington, who literally hugged Joe Biden. When I saw that, I was like, shut the front door. Where's the whole list of everyone who got an award? I want to see it. I'm trying to go off the top of my head everybody who. Let's see here. Yeah, that's insane. Shut the front door. Look who it is. I wish I was on the computer right now. You know who that is, right? Who's that? The guy who was just arrested for trying to assassinate the president, the guy holding the Ukraine flag. You know that dude? Look at the dude next to him. Look. I like Benny Johnson. If you don't follow him, he's a good person to follow. Wow. Remember that? Like Ellen DeGeneres, the Pizzagate woman, the woman who literally is on the Epstein's list, Oprah Winfrey, Bill Clinton, Tom Hanks, all of them. And these are the people who've received awards prior, not to today, but have received from Obama and when Joe Biden was his VP. Uh, I'm surprised YouTube didn't take this down here. Oh, George Soros. That's the son, not George Senior. Yeah, don't get me started what his dad did. And if you don't believe me, just ask after the video, and I'll give you that information. Yes, it has something to do with the Holocaust and jewelry, and just put two and two together. He made it in a book. Yeah, they don't like. But Magic Johnson got one. I know Rush Limbaugh got one when Trump was president, but I'm not getting a list of on a recent tweet here. Just I know Mitt Romney got one. Look at that. Mitt Romney. Don't get me started on the bills that since he's been in office, what he's voted on. That's a rhino. That's actually a Democrat and a traitor right there. Breaking: Lionel Messi, Messi, decided not to show up to receive the Presidential Medal of Freedom. I'm not into sports, but Mitt Romney. Oh, he's still got to do his presidential pardons too. Um, yeah, he's letting out pedophiles, and then he's pardoning a pedophile from not getting the death penalty. He's going to give him a life sentence. Oh, Bill Nye, that was the name I couldn't think of. The scientist, Bill Nye. He got a Presidential Medal of Freedom. You know, Bill Nye, the one who told you to put a mask on, and yeah. Oh, Bono got a presidential award. Daniel Penny should have gotten an award, but he will. Let's and he should. Bill Nye. What an idiot. Italian Prime Minister just met with Trump today at Key Mar-a-Lago. Yeah, I'm not on the computer, so sorry. I'm gonna show it from my phone. Rubio. I don't know, man, about Rubio. I know Alex Jones don't like Rubio. Just put her down. Hold on a second. All right, guys, I gotta go kill a ladybug. I'll be right back. I had to kill the bug. I'm the bug killer now. Now that Tom's not around. I hate spiders, and trust me, I scream. And when Tom passed, I had to become the bug killer. Um, ugh, I don't do well with bugs, especially beetles. Oh, ladybugs are annoying. They're everywhere. Guys, keep him in prayer all times. Every night before you go to bed, and his family. Harry Session, grow a pair, buddy. Every time I'm seeing you on Twitter, you're complaining about Trump. I don't know. I don't have the chat for some reason. I don't know if the chat's working. If the chat just paused. There's 6 people watching. I got to see how many likes I have here. Hold on. I don't know why the keyboard's popping up on here. And the keyboard's connected. That's weird. Nine likes. Thank you guys. Amazing. Good job. Well done. Thank you. I appreciate it. And commenting, on the video even after it's uploaded and stuff, it does help. But I have to get watch hours in before I can get monetized, and I'm nowhere near the goal. I don't think, anyways. Maybe I am, because I used to leave the TV on overnight for my dog, because Lucy. I mean, sometimes you guys would hear her whine. Remember, if you guys been following me for a long time, when Tom died, that dog was never the same again. I had to find a family for her just before I left New York, because I knew I couldn't handle her. Like I said, she's an English Springer Spaniel. Those dogs fully grown, you have to have at least a strong male or strong female to be able to handle the dog. Yeah, that dog was heartbroken when her buddy died, which was my husband Tom. And dogs do go through grief, and animals can feel pain like we can. Trust me on that, I know. Okay, there you are. I was just wondering, because I'm on the StreamYard chat thing. I'm not on YouTube. I can't open up YouTube on here while I'm on StreamYard. Okay, there you go. My lurkers, how you doing? I have lurkers. Do I have any spies? Make sure you hit the like. I did post the link in the community directly, so you can go right to it. Okay? Obviously, it's still there. Look at the picture I posted of Trump. Melania. I got it off of X. That's a beautiful picture. That was when he's got that. I probably that just when he just got his hair cut. His hair grows fast. Some people said that was AI, and that's the people that hate him. But yeah, people are just jealous of her. And sorry, I know it's not a good picture because I'm on my phone. But you can go to my community and see it there on my YouTube page. Join in the conversations, please. Anybody who's watching, check it out. Yeah, I didn't see that. For you can't give your dogs pig ears and stuff like that. Yeah, definitely, she's definitely gorgeous, and a lot of people are jealous of her. I mean, she's very fluent in how many languages? 7 different languages. I mean, think about that. Oh, because she's a model, she's going to hell. You know, she doesn't have that kind of Jezebel spirit about her. So I hate the Trump anti-Trumpers, what they say about her. Those are the people that are the stone casters, I call them. Herb went to bed. Oh my God. You just walked right across the thing. Say hi, everybody. God, Jasmine, you're too fat. I gotta close my door, keep this heat in here. I can't believe Lily likes the cold. She likes both the cold and the warm. I'm doing too much talking. If I could do the videoing and sharing like I've done in New York, I could be on Rumble right now. I love you, girly girl. You call for kisses? I love you. That's you. She headbutts me and I give her kisses. What are you doing? She hi? I was testing out Steam Labs and she was in the back of my tablet and she had her head peeped over like the rim of my tablet and she could see her ears on camera and she kept watching. It was so funny. Jazzy. Okay. Hi everybody. Say hi. This is Jasmine. She's my big girl. Look how big she is. Don't lick me. Feels like sandpaper. You can't go up on top of here. I don't know where Mabel is. I think Sarah's got Mabel. And Lily's asleep. I gotta put medicine there tomorrow. No, Jasmine, you can't just walk across the tablet. Say hi to everybody. She's giving an SOB look. She wants to lay on top of this crate, but she can't because my tablet's on it. She'll lay on top of the crate because she likes the heat from the heater. You can't walk up there, baby. No, I'm sorry. I shut this heat off for a little bit, guys. I'm probably gonna get off here anyway. Um, and if she doesn't get back on the computer after a little bit, I'll get on there and set up the Rumble thing. But again, you can just go to my community and just watch it too. Because a lot of people go to bed early, so and I get it. But the Sean Ryan right there on my community post, the link's there. And I know a lot of people on Rumble have probably already watched it, but you never know. I can't share it on TikTok. Imagine if more soldiers came forward, Green Berets, Navy SEALs, former Navy SEALs, and talked about war crimes. It would. That's why our founding fathers are turning in their graves too. It's not just about our violations of our Constitution that this country's got it so wrong. It's the wars that we've went through and things that have taken place just in the last, I would say, 30 years, and the most recent wars, things that have been done. I mean, Benghazi, remember when Hillary said, "What difference does it make?" And she got a Presidential Medal Award today. She had to testify because she deleted thousands of emails, broke her phone, broke a laptop, was getting highly classified information sent to her personally. Plenty enough evidence to lock her up. And what does our government and justice system do? Nada. When Trump said during the debate in 2016, when Hillary Clinton was running for president, and his remarks, remember, because you would be in jail. You know, he needed a strong attorney general and a justice system to make that happen. So you can't just blame Trump for not draining the swamp, because in order to drain the swamp, it takes more than just the president to do it. And you know what times we're living in, too. Oh, definitely going to go down as the worst president in history, but we do know who was pulling his strings. I talked about Johnson getting reelected. I guess for now, okay. I've called him a two-headed snake and a rhino before. Can he change? Anybody can change. Let's see if he puts America first now. But what he's done in the past, given so much money to Ukraine, I don't know. we'll see if we go from 1,000 to 2,000 page bills to a single hand bills, so it can get voted on, because that needs to change. That E. Jean Carroll, man. She's something else. Nothing new, no breaking news that I know of. I do sometimes silence my notifications at night so it doesn't ding all night. But I recommend for people who are not on X, get on X. And I will see you guys on another time. Again, if I can get back on here, I will. And then I'll share out the link to Rumble. And I will share that video. If not, it's on my community post with a link. You can listen to yourself. All right, guys, I'm going to get off here. God bless each and every one of you. And we'll see you on the next time. Bye, Mayor. Bye.